going, everyone, and welcome to another episode. We are out at the lake this morning. It's pretty chilly out. I think it's in the 40s. The clouds are in. It's pretty gloomy and overcast. There's some wind, so it's definitely a day that you kind of would probably want to stay inside and just wait for a warmer day. But these are the type of days that, you know, sometimes you can push through and catch some nice fish and have a good day. So that's what we're out here trying to do today. Don't really know what the fish are going to be doing, so we're going to go put the boat in and find out. I think it's safe to say it's that time of year to put the gloves and the hats in the boat. It's cold. I haven't even made a cast. I just got everything set up. Really cold out. There's like steam coming off the lake because the air is colder than the lake. So, I mean, that's kind of obvious. I think I'm going to start out with the jerkbait and go from there. Let's go fishing. Okay, so here's a bank, and it's got a good taper for it. It's a good bank for a crankbait. And the tip that I'm going to show you guys today is a tip that I've used to catch fish I feel like a lot of people don't target. A lot of people that we'd call them bank beaters would just go down this bank, either flip it or crank it or however you want to fish it with the shallower water. Now those shallower fish, first of all, there's not that much water for them to be in, so they're not that hard to pick off. And second of all, the shallow fish are a lot more pressured. Now, of course, there are going to people be fishing out a little bit deeper, but I feel like a lot of times, a lot of people don't target the fish that are out here where the boat's going over. So what I'm doing today and what I like to do is take a medium diver. This is a Strike King 3XD. Take one of these baits and you're still paralleling the bank like if you were fishing a square bill, but you're basically fishing the next depth, you know what I'm saying? So basically throwing this thing where you would normally fish shallower, basically just backing off the bank and fishing a depth that those fish aren't as pressured, because where I live, we don't have that many lakes, and the lakes that we do have are extremely small and pressured. So little tips like this can help you out when you're fishing a pressured lake. And there's pressured lakes all over the country. Giant lakes can be pressured too, so this may be a tip that could help you out on that. But especially like lakes that I fish, this is a tip and trick that I have used to catch a lot of fish. Like today, nothing is really working. I've caught a few fish on a jerkbait, I've caught a few fish on a rattle trap, but overall, going down these banks and backing off them a little bit more, fishing with this crankbait is producing the most bites, and I can consistently catch fish. So let me show you a little bit more what I'm talking about. Here is, you know, the obvious cover, and this is what a lot of people would throw their baits at. Like that laydown, for instance, there's a laydown right over here. So this is obvious, and this is what a lot of people would go down the bank and target. I'm not telling you to never do this again. I'm just giving you an alternative if that's not working. What a lot of people don't think about is what is out here. And it seems kind of obvious, but honestly, a lot of people don't think about that. But what I like to do is position my boat on that first drop. So now you can see where the drop is, and now we're going down to around 13 to, it'll probably even around 16, 17 foot. Once I'm at however far I am off the bank, this happens to be a steep bank, so I'm still not that very far off. But if your bank's shallower, you might have to back off a lot further to find that next drop. But once you figure out where you are, position your boat so you can parallel that bank and that drop. First bass of the day right there on a little crankbait. Haven't fished that long, so I caught the first one pretty quick, but I'm gonna have to do better than that today. little bit better fish right there. Again, we're just working our way up, hopefully. They're getting that crankbait really good though. I've caught 3 fish. They've all been about the same size. And they're all getting that little Strike King crankbait really good. Oh, he almost got away from me there. Working our way up every bite, it seems like. Just got that one on the old pointer jerkbait, and he got 1 hook in him. Better fish seem like they're biting all right. All reaction baits so far. I don't even know if I've thrown a bottom bait, but they seem like they're biting decent. So we're gonna keep on chugging away. What do we got here? Okay. Battle trap, 1/4 ounce, just popping it in out of the grass, and he got it. So I just switched up to this little senko on a shaky head, and no sugarcoating it. They're little males right now that I'm catching. But hopefully, I don't know, that's the first bite. Started fishing a little bit deeper. That's the first bite I've had. Man, he actually frayed my line, but there's my rig I was using. It's just a 4-inch shaky head on, I think this would be like a 1/4 ounce or maybe a little bit heavier than that, stand-up head. There's one. It's a beautiful little guy. Still on hunt for those big ones, but you know, I have no complaints catching fish like this. And that's about it today. If you did like the video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't for more of my content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.